Hi, I'm Rachel Medich. I work in Aberdeen Maternity Hospital, and in addition to my role as Senior Charge ODP, I'm one of the NHS Grampian Speak Up ambassadors. NHS Grampian is committed to an open and honest culture that prioritises safety and quality and learning. As part of that culture, it's important that staff feel able to raise any concerns that they may have. Speaking up is about anything that gets in the way of doing a great job. When things go wrong, we need to make sure that lessons are learned and things are improved. If we think something might go wrong, it's important that we feel able to stop potential harm by speaking up. Even when things are good, but could be even better, we should feel able to say something and be confident that our suggestion will be used as an opportunity for improvement. Anyone who delivers NHS Grampian services, this includes all health professionals and non-clinical staff, regardless of your banding or role. It also includes volunteers, students, locum, bank and agency workers, and former employees. You can speak up about anything that gets in the way of patient care or that affects your working life. That could be something which doesn't feel right, for example, a way of working or a process which isn't being followed, or behaviours of others which you feel are having an impact on the well-being of you, the people you work with, or patients. For example, if you feel something is getting in the way of patient care, if somebody's using NHS resources inappropriately, or if somebody's repeatedly demonstrating bullying or harassing behaviour which you feel unable to challenge, or has not been addressed via the usual HR processes. Ideally, as early as possible and at the lowest level possible. By this we mean approaching the person or persons involved as soon as the patterns of behaviour begin to appear and having a private, non-confrontational discussion. Addressing issues directly with the person gives them a chance to change their behaviour or processes, and that can reduce the likelihood of further harm, including damage to working relationships. We know that generally, the longer issues are allowed to go on for, the worse the impact on the mental health of those involved in the concern. If you feel you aren't managing to address your concern independently, there are a range of options available to you. You could fill out a concern report form, and you'll find these on the NHS Grampian webpage linked in the description box below the video. You can also email gram.whistleblowing@nhs.scot or approach one of the NHS Grampian Speak Up ambassadors. Speak Up ambassadors, which are sometimes called confidential contacts, are available to support and offer advice to anyone wishing to raise a concern. We've received accredited training to enable us to undertake this role. My role is to be a first point of contact and support for people who have a concern, and all concerns are valid 100% of the time. I aim to provide a safe space to discuss the matter confidentially and in a supportive environment. Talking it through helps, and I'm able to give some basic advice as well as signpost to other procedures and resources where needed. When you raise a concern, confidentiality is important. Your name will not be disclosed without your permission. When you get in touch with an ambassador, they can give you the reassurance you may need about how your identity will be protected, both at the start of raising a concern and as the process continues. Talking to someone who is not from the area you work in, and definitely not in any relevant management line, can be really helpful in deciding how you want to manage the concern you have. You can see all of the NHS Grampian Speak Up ambassadors, including the contact info, on the NHS Grampian webpage linked in the description box below the video.